The National Association of Realtors says single women are purchasing homes at nearly twice the rate of single men. Almost 1 out of 5 homeowners last year was a single woman. Hale Walker, co-founder and senior vice president of Michigan Mutual, the mortgage company with offices throughout southeastern Michigan, is with us today. And this has a lot to do with what's happening on the jobs front, doesn't it?
It really does, Murray. Over the last couple of decades, we've seen a major cultural change. And that's not just women in the workforce, but it's the leadership positions that they have taken. And in doing so, they have the financial wherewithal to make a decision to purchase a home, and they are certainly doing that in droves.
And you're seeing that happen in your office here in southeastern Michigan, especially.
You know, I was amazed when this was brought to my attention. I looked at the last few years, and what the Association of Realtors is saying is 18% is single women. We saw it to be 17% in 2012 and 17.5% in 2013 year to date.
All right, so it's continuing to grow. Let's take a look now at women as the breadwinner in the household. Now, this information comes to us from Pew Research. In 40% of households, the woman is the breadwinner. In 2/3, they are single moms. And the question is, what about credit? Is credit a problem for these women who want to buy a home?
Well, for some it is, and some it isn't. I mean, they are a different lot when it comes to the purchasing, but there is the ability for, if somebody has challenge in credit, you know, the FHA loan is a very good way to go because it enables the borrower to put very little money down and is more lenient when it comes to credit.
All right, let's take a look at that, and let's take a look at another one as well. First of all, the traditional FHA loan that we talked about here. It's backed by the federal government. It offers lower rates and costs. What about the people who apply for that? Can anybody get one of those loans?
Anyone can. What's nice within the FHA that is particularly applicable for a single woman would be to the 203K, where they're too busy within their careers or they don't have the wherewithal to make improvements of a home. What we can do is we can have that home appraised as if the work is complete to improve it, and lend them money to purchase it, improve it, and they can move into their dream home.
All right, so you see a lot of people doing this these days.
We do, especially that busy professional single woman is a perfect candidate for this.
What should people consider when researching mortgages when you start and you just don't know where to go? What are the first couple of steps that we should take?
I think the very first thing, and you and I talked about it off air, and that is that the single woman is very in tune to service, to teaming up with the right person that they can work with, because they're very engaged in the process and they want to know why we're asking for the information, how it's going to be used, and what the process is so they can be better educated borrowers.
So there are a lot of things that they need to get together before they even start to think about coming in. In other words, you got to document everything that you have financially.
It almost to the point of being embarrassing. After the financial meltdown, we really need to prove everything that is stated in an application is there. So we are going to ask for a lot of information, and what we find is that single woman is a great partner in that process.
All right, having said that though, it's not that difficult to get a loan these days.
No, I think it really isn't. There's a lot of information that needs to be gathered, but interest rates are really at the lowest that you and I are going to see in our lifetime. And we're seeing that the more of the homes are coming onto the market because the values are going up and sellers are more in tune that this might be a good time to sell. And so we're seeing a very good market.
All right, so I have to ask you this question because of all this going on in the housing industry and the mortgage industry. You have been hiring over the past year. Are you still hiring? Are you still looking to expand?
We are. Our major focus right now is for loan originators. It's sales professionals, whether that is account executives on the wholesale side of the business or loan originators. That's really our major focus today, so we are hiring.
All right, they are hiring. You know what they're hiring for. He just said it. We have a link to his site on our site, a link to Michigan Mutual as well, the mortgage company. Thank you, Hale Walker, for being here.
Thank you.
You can find our site, myfoxdetroit.com, and you'll find this information on the Money Monday page. Thanks for being with us. Let's go back now to the Madison Avenue of television sets, live from Detroit. Take it away. It looks great, guys, and you look great in it, seriously.
Thank you. Thanks, Murr. It is nice.
Welcome back to Don Draper's living room, and we have a little bowl of bacon. Name something that you might refer to in the moment as a thingamajig or a whatchamacallit.
A doohickey.